Alright guys, we are going to have a little bit of a bonus stream today. Welcome on into the stream. We are having a so long as baby coin is napping and or happy, we will be able to stream today. So, hello kitty. We will get right into it, guys. Start off the stream. Let's start it off right. If you are new, smash that like button. Looks like there are about 11 of you guys in the chat right now in the viewing area. You guys could do me a huge favor early on in the stream. Smash that like button. Get us up to 10 to the goal as fast as possible. Tell YouTube that it should recommend it to everybody. Be greatly appreciated as we're loading up here and getting ready to go. See, we got a like count of 3 at the moment. Let's make that 10 ASAP. Alright, we're going to clear to start off and get some saves going. Mimikyu Fan says, last night on Jet Force Gemini on Switch Online, you got all the tribals? Or is that tribbles? I assume it's tribals. But given that it's Jet Force, I also assume tribbles. Like the thing from Star Trek. Especially given that we have online missions and all that. Very nice though. I feel like that said too. Shark Lord, welcome to the chat. Like in tribe, okay. I saved twice, but also at the same time, I'm already off to forgetting how many times I've saved. Genesect was in Pokemon X and Y. I don't know if it was given away via an event, or if it was given away through just black and white and you had to trade it up. I'm pretty sure it was not available via event. Sorry. I changed shirts when I got home from work and I have an undershirt on and the sleeves are all jumbled up. It's not a good time. I think we're good. Yeah, Genesect is in fact in black and white. The question was, is it also in X and Y? And yes, by transfer, it most definitely is. Angles, we have Jirachi. We are still hunting Jirachi. And here is the first encounter of the day. But I'm pretty sure it is only available in X and Y via transferring. Yeah, we're being very, very unfortunate to ourselves here. Trying our best to get that shiny Jirachi, not being very easy. We almost have 1,000 encounters at 68 hours. Doing pretty good, not as good as we can do. Could have had a lot more encounters going on, but in other news, we are just 151 subscribers away from the big 20K. I think we can hit it very easily in the near future. I would say probably the next 2 weeks we will hit that. If we have a really good short stream today, tonight, and tomorrow, we could very well hit it in the next day. Definitely will be hitting 1,000 today, Shark Lord. I will also be streaming again at 11:59 p.m. today. This is kind of like a bonus stream. Baby Coin went down for a nap, which means I get to play my game a little bit today. So Yeah, we got the 151 remaining for today. Kind of coincidental, I suppose. But yeah, we'll definitely hit 1,000 encounters today. We'll even get it this stream. Even if Baby Coin wakes up, he's going to have some dinner / a snack. So when he does wake up from his nap, I will be bringing his high chair over here. He'll vibe with us while he eats his bananas, and we'll have a good time. In other news, you guys are going to see coming out in the near future, specifically Wednesday, I will have a shiny hunt that I've done and put into a YouTube short. So we'll have YouTube short shiny hunts, and I got those scheduled out until like August, I feel like. So look out for those on Wednesday mornings at 7 my time. Should be coming down the line. Yeah, rumor is that Genesect is a genetically modified Kabutops. Welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. See a lot of people filtering through via the YouTube Shorts. Slap that like button while you're here, guys. Help the stream do well. Tell YouTube it should recommend it to everybody else on the YouTube Shorts feed. Would be greatly appreciated. That little spiel aside, maybe I'll remember to actually clear my save file here. Boom. Maybe Genesect isn't a Kabutops. That is also true. But maybe it is. Maybe the Legends game after ZA will have Genesect's not enhanced form. Maybe. I wouldn't rule it out. It could in fact happen. I believe that Leavanny and Kabutops are the two bugs that most closely resemble Genesect. And like, realistically, yeah, Kabutops has big claw things. However, what we aren't taking into consideration is that Genesect is in fact a genetically modified whatever it was. So like, there is no reason for it to have a whole lot base form in common with its actual form as well. Like, it's obviously been modified. Yeah, Genesect originally was from Pokemon Black and White. That is its game of origin. Almost forgot to reset there. Oh, I already did that one. Pokemon Legends Gray. Yeah, it would most definitely have to be Legends QREM, quite honestly. Which QREM was gray, so I mean, there is that. Now the Porygon line and Savali line type null is just Savali with a heavy helmet on are examples of man-made Pokemon. This is true. However, type null is kind of similar to Genesect. Type null in Silvally, I think their Pokedex entry says they are man-made Pokemon, but not in the same sense that Porygon is. Porygon is 100% man-made. Cast form is also 100% man-made. Genesect is genetically modified. Silvally in nature appears to be more accurately described as an amalgamation of different species. So we don't know to how much effect the scientists actually physically breathed life into Silvally, but we do know that it's a bunch of different Pokemon combined into one. Porygon is a program. Porygon was coded and made by man. It's an artificial intelligence that gained sentience. Yeah, I don't know if it mentions it in its Pokedex entry, but the people studying it at the Weather Institute reference their creation of it. They struggled to create the Pokemon. They weren't just using it to study weather, they actually made it to try to predict the weather. If my Gen 3 lore is correct. Somebody can Google it and feel free to correct me below in the comments. But to my knowledge, cast form is man-made. Prince Z's, welcome to the stream. Why are we not giving the Pokemon here? Game, what are you doing? Are you ready now? Completely forgot about that because it's in barely any of the games. I feel like it's in quite a few of the games since its creation. Generation 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 for sure. The only one I'm not confident its existence in is Generation 8. So I would say it's in a good number of the games, honestly. Ah, yes. Pokemon Wiki says Cast Form is one of the few human-made artificial Pokemon. It was created on purpose by the researchers of the Weather Institute in Hoenn region as an experiment in weather forecast and manipulation. I'm glad that old Noodle's working correctly, and that I can be a super Pokemon nerd for a minute. One thing that I have stuck in my brain that I haven't gotten over since Gen 3 came out was, I swear up and down, there was a reference and allusion to the Regis being human-made as well, but I can no longer find the evidence to support that claim and theory. Very much sad. Oh my gosh, save. You purified your Regirock in Pokemon Go. Very nice. It's in PLA if you count that as Gen 8. Honestly, I think I think PLA should count more as Gen 9, but I don't know what the official verdict is on it. Oh, it is in Gen 8? Good to know. Did not know. Did not pay attention that much to the Pokemon available in Sword and Shield. PLA definitely wouldn't be 7.5. See, PLA has Pokemon available in it that are new, that are numbered after Generation 8. So, like, it's gotta be at least that awkward Melmetal experience where Melmetal is technically Gen 8 in nature, because that's the first physical game it's available in, but is more akin to Gen 7 because it's that intermediary. So it would at the very least be 8.5, but the question is, do we count it as 8 or do we count it as 9 because of the new Pokemon that are also added in the Scarlet Dex as well? When PLA takes place is like 1,000 years prior to the events of Diamond and Pearl. Something like that. Or 300-ish years. I think somebody calculated a rough timeline, and I say 1,000 because it's a convenient number, but I think it's more accurately 300. Technically speaking, Galactic Cupcake, yes, it does take place before every game. But when it takes place is irrelevant as to what takes place and what Pokemon are available. So yeah, it predates every other Pokemon game. However, a lot of Pokemon games have references to events that may or may not predate Legends Arceus as well. So when it takes place is less important when determining what generation it is. Shark Lord says PLA would be 8.5. I can jive with that. Because, like, I definitely feel like it's more than just Gen 8. I mean, no. Because there's no guarantee that Red and Blue take place before the Hoenn region. There's only vague allusions at the Pokemon timeline. So we know Red and Blue takes place before Gold and Silver because the events of Red and Blue are referenced in Gold and Silver. There isn't much reference to the events of Gold and Silver in Ruby and Sapphire. They're kind of irrelevant. The events of Gold and Silver may or may not be referenced in Diamond and Pearl, because there's the red Gyarados that the people were trying to find. Now, could they just not find it because it was too deep for them to find, or did we already catch it in the events of the game? Which I would argue is not the events of Gold and Silver, but rather the events of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I would say that it's before we caught it. So, I mean, there's vague allusions and references that may or may not be the case. Now, there's a lot more to consider and to detail with that for sure. Because I don't have a walking catalog of every single thing that takes place in those games. So I don't know, like, every line of dialogue that is ever said that may or may not lead to additional knowledge on where it might take place. I'm not that skilled. I'm pretty sure I only saved once, so I'm going to err on the side of I only saved once. Okay. Counted as Gen 8 because the new gen starts with the new region. Does it though? I mean, I've always counted the generations as what's compatible with what. So like Leaf Green is generation 1 very clearly, but it's also generation 3 because of the tradability we have with it. Right? You can trade Leaf Green to Ruby and Sapphire. Heart Gold Soul Silver is undisputedly Gen 4 because you trade it with Diamond and Pearl. So that gets tricky into the Switch territory because the Switch uses Pokemon Home to access everything instead. So none of the games exactly talk with each other directly. Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, also Gen 1, could be Gen 6 because of Megas, but is very clearly Gen 8 in /7 in its purposes, mainly 7. So like, does it need to have a gen is a better question. Generations are determined when they release in the real world. Yeah. I am resetting for a Jirachi with a level 7 Torchic. Yes, I am, proper dummy. My question to you is, why would I do it with a higher level Torchic? Due to the nature of this hunt, the fact is, normally, under normal circumstances, I don't have to fight it. Jirachi is level 5, but I don't have to fight the Jirachi. It's a gift. Like, let's break this down because the hunt is new, and that's a great point to break down. So, I can get exactly 1 Jirachi per save file, right? So, normally, you would start a new game here. You would play to the point where you get the Pokedex from the professor. So it takes about 8 minutes, 7 if you're really good, 10 if you're slow, but 7 minutes to get to that point where the professor gives you your Pokedex and sends you on your way. You then save, and then you can get the Jirachi from the Jirachi bonus disc, right? So we'll go ahead and catch us all up to speed on that one here. And I'll get to a proper starting point. So, save file is corrupt. This is basically a new game. So, here we are in front of the professor. We're going to drop a save. This is going to create a backup save file. Now, I'm going to save again. This is going to create a new save file and make the save file I just did the official backup save file. Okay? That's good to go right there. We're where we need to be. Now I have to get my GameCube ready to give myself the Jirachi from the GameCube Jirachi bonus disc from Pokemon Coliseum. Alright, so we're clicking A through all this. This now tells me I need to reset my Game Boy Advance. So I'm going to hit the buttons on my controller to reset. It's going to start giving me the Jirachi. So it's going to run through this, say, hey, you know, you're connected to the Game Boy, the GameCube, here's a Jirachi. I'm going to reset that because I don't want to wait the full 2 minutes for that cutscene to happen. And I can now reset for the Jirachi. So what that does is it overwrites the save that I just made with the Jirachi. So now I have 2 Pokemon in my Pokedex. I'm going to log in. I'm going to check. I now have that Jirachi in my game. Boom. Not shiny. We'll go ahead and reset. And then, normally, this is where I would create a new game and start the process all over again. Take 7 minutes. But because the Game Boy Advance does its save files the way that it does, I'm going to hit the control, or like the up B select, clear the save data. As soon as I hit yes, I reset the GameCube. Or rather, the Game Boy Advance. What that does is glitches the game out slightly. It has enough time to delete the main save file, but not the backup save file. So it forces the game to load the backup save file, which was before I had the Jirachi. So now we only have one Pokemon in our inventory here. We are going to save. This is going to create a new main save file. Once again. Chaotic Meatball Bill Cosby raid. That is a long name, but welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. And now we're going to save again. Like I said before, this creates a new main save file and makes the save I just did the backup save file. I'm now ready to go and get another Jirachi from my bonus disc. But because I was focused on the raid and explaining what I'm doing, I wasn't spamming A on my other controller. So yeah, very, very technical hunt. Like, this is one of the most annoying hunts to do just because there's so many steps, and if I screw up in the slightest, I have 7 minutes of time spent to recapture it to get to the point again. Welcome to the stream, Arsenon. Mod 3,000,002,000 here reporting for duty. Did I get the right number of zeros, or is it 30 billion? $3 billion. Haha, so smart. Hey, thanks for the luck, proper dummy. I love it. I'm super happy to be doing this hunt. I'd be way happier if I found it. I mean, hunting's fun, but finding's better. We love doing that. To those that are new to the stream, we are shiny hunting Jirachi. If you love Jirachi, this is the stream for you. This is the channel for you. We will be streaming this Jirachi for the next foreseeable future. Takes forever. 68 hours in, 990 encounters. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, yeah, consider subscribing. Slap that like button so more people can be notified and alerted of the stream. Let's get YouTube to spread the love around. We need more shiny Jirachi fans, more Jirachi fans in general here on the channel, because it's a good Pokemon. It looks like we did exceed our goal of 10 likes, so thank you guys so much for that one. We'll need a new like goal of, say, 25. If Arsenon could set a like goal of 25, I will pin the message. Hey, hopefully you can come back soon, proper dummy. It'd be great to have you. Love growing the community, and love being able to share the love for shiny hunting and interact with everybody here. Arsenon can't shiny hunt, especially legendaries. Only uses Pokeballs. That is a valid concern. I could only imagine shiny hunting and not having the means to guarantee the catch. Current like goal 25 likes. I love it. Replace pinned message. There we go. Arsenon with the 25 likes. I set the like goal a little bit too low, I suppose, because we've been streaming, what, 30 minutes, and you guys smashed that one out of the park. Love it. And we are 148 subscribers away from the big 20K. Getting closer and closer every day. Super excited about that one. That is 1/5 of the way to my ultimate goal. Yes, my goal ends at 100K. My goal is the YouTube play button. That's what I'm after. The YouTube play button and an awesome community. If I can get those two things, I'll be super happy. And I just screwed up. So you guys get to see the entire process start to finish. Okay, so I accidentally waited too long on the reset, so we are at the new game screen now. So hopefully, if I can focus, we'll have a 7-minute encounter. It's actually a silver button, if I remember right. The YouTube play button is silver initially, but I will take a silver play button. Like, I just want it on my wall. Since I started doing YouTube, the silver play button, the YouTube play button was my goal. I've since desired the growth of the community for the sake of the community, but I feel like at this point it's something that I need to achieve for my goal's sake. And this has been the hardest goal I've ever set of myself, is to get that YouTube play button. I've been at this solidly for 4 years now, since 2020. Really ramped up in 2021 when I actually got monetized, but it took me a year and a half to get monetized status. But ever since I got monetized, like, my initial goal was get monetized just to say you did it. And then it really transitioned to get that play button, accomplish something. Goals too low, unsubscribing. Yeah, there is a gold one. I would like to see the channel hit 1 million subscribers. I don't know if I have the years left in my body to hit that. I have the desire to hit it, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if my body has the years. Like, 100,000 subscribers is going to take long enough, I think. But I feel like the YouTube play button in general is attainable. Given that it's taken me 4 years to get this far, we're averaging 5,000 subscribers a year. Over the last year, I did get 10 of those. The year before that, I got 5 of those. The year before that, I got 4 of those. The year before that, I got 1,000. So, like, we are growing more exponentially, which is super great. And I really do feel like once I hit 20K, 50 isn't going to be that far of a stretch. And after 50, 100 isn't that far of a stretch. It does grow in waves. It grows exponentially. So getting to 20K is the first step. Well, third step. 1,000, 10,000, 20K. 50,000 subscribers is when I would think more seriously about doing this full time. Luckily, coming down the line, I do have something on the horizon that would let me do more consistent streaming and more streaming for longer, which will be a huge help in growing this channel. Because consistency is the key. Consistency and longevity. So you want to have about 2 to 4 hour long streams on a consistent schedule, and YouTube will pick up the slack. Go for gold. I'll go for gold as soon as I get the silver. Thanks, Mimikyu fan. Love the promotion. Means a lot. Definitely helps get the name out there and the word out there. More and more mods are hopping in. They sure are, Arsenon. It also helps that I actually made more mods here on the YouTube channel just just in case. Like, you know, with these streams hitting 30 to 90 people, definitely wanted to make sure I had the capacity for mods to be here, because y'all have busy schedules, same as I. So, definitely helps to have more people that can pay attention better to what's going on. Great channel. Thanks, Mimikyu fan. Oh, I won't be that way. I'll be that. I'll go stomp your daughter. The chat got a huge kick out of my terminology last time, so the phrase is stomping May. You'll re-platinum next week. Oh, the memberships, yeah. I went through and changed all the names to not be Zelda themed. You'll be at the stream later today if you don't fall asleep. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, there will be another stream at 11:59 p.m. just so you guys are aware. This one is a bonus stream. This is outside of my normal stream schedule. But Baby Coin decided that he wanted a nap, so I figured I could get a solid hour of hunting in. Wookie Spooky, you've missed nothing so far. Other than me detailing my goals for the channel. 100k subscribers, 20,000 is the third step. I feel like once we get 20, I just have to do that one more time, and I'm almost at 50, so I think it'll be doable. I'm awesome, and my tradeaways are easy. Glad to hear it. My tradeaways since August have been less awesome than I would like them to have been. They have been rather difficult to keep running, but it is what it is. I'm just glad we can have something. Okay, I'm gonna do a stupid. I am just going to potion up before I beat May, or maybe while I'm beating May, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. You're okay being a Giratina. Don't care if you spelled it wrong. Don't use legendaries battle often, so you don't really read their names. What is a Giratina? I mean, I know what Giratina is, but what do you mean? Being a ghost? Yeah, Blaine's giveaways were the reason why I started doing bots to begin with. Mainly for myself, but I figured you guys would enjoy it too. Oh, gotcha, Platinum. Ha, got it. Right on, Wookie Spooky. Hopefully your dog is doing well. Yes, Pokemon Platinum and Giratina do go hand in hand. I should have made the connection, but failed to do so. The one and true villager, welcome back to the stream. We vibing. Still on the journey to 1,000 Jirachi encounters. And this may be putting some juju out into the universe, but if I may be so bold as to say, I'm gonna be so sad if Jirachi comes before 1k. Just like if I get it in the next 9 encounters, I am genuinely going to be a little sad. Like, it would be just like this to rob me of the 1k encounters. But for those who have documented their experience hunting this, the average is below 1k encounters. I would be sad, Shark Lord, just because I'm so close to the 1k that I feel like it needs to happen at this point. Like, I'm really feeling that the shiny is going to come at 1200, but like I think 2000 was my initial gut reaction, like 2100 range, but recently I've been partial to the 1200 range. I feel like 1200 could easily be it. Welcome to the stream, Wiss. Welcome. Getting some regulars on up in here. Mimikyu fan and Josie in the chat. Dobermans are Velcro dogs. Arsenon with the like hype. Currently at 13 of 25 for the like goal. Keep them coming in. Currently have 21 watching, so there's definitely enough people in the chat to hit that 25 like goal. It would greatly help out the channel. It would mean a lot to me. It would greatly help me out. And it would be even more greatly appreciated. Slapping that subscriber button while you're in the stream is also greatly appreciated. Goes a long way towards telling YouTube that, hey, we should promote this stream more avidly in our feed. It's gaining some traction. It's doing good things. And, like, I don't know if you guys knew, but, like, likes and subs are the equivalent to, like, 100 points of luck. So, like, you guys could really smash those buttons. It would definitely improve the luck for the stream. It's scientifically proven that that's how these hunts work. I forgot to spam A on my other controller. Yeah, Arsenon, that kind of happens a lot, honestly. You'd be surprised. It does it even more so with subs. Like, not last stream, but the stream before last, we were, like, really hyping up getting to 19.8K. We got to 19,801, and so we ended the stream on a positive note. And then, like, the next day I came back and we were down 7 subscribers. So we spent, like, the next stream getting back up to it. And then now we're at 19,852. So definitely some improvement, but those numbers do be going up and down more than the waves of the ocean, but we'll take them. Wookie Spooky, welcome back. One of the things Dobermans were bred for was to be humanity's personal bodyguards. Guard dogs. Hey, E, welcome. I really do want to say your name, but I just can't. Like, I don't know how. Oh, sounds like Baby Coin has woken up. You don't have the issue anymore. I assume you are referring to the issue where YouTube is deleting your chats for you. All right, folks. After this encounter, I do need to go get a baby. I need to get him some dinner. Shouldn't take but 5 minutes to get him situated with some cartoons, some bananas to snack on, among other things. I think he'll be a pretty happy camper with those few things. Nice backdrop. Thank Arc Slays. Thanks a lot. Definitely something that was accrued over time. But we're going to set it to the idle mode, guys. If you're afraid you'll lose the channel, smash that subscribe button while you're here. We will be back in about 5 minutes. So I'll catch you guys here in just a few. Alright, we'll see how long we can continue to make this stream here. Babycoin is not super thrilled with anything right now. So, we got him snacking on some graham crackers. He's showing interest in his bananas now, but he woke up from his nap and everything's just the end of the world. Ghost, are you still in the chat? If you are, I will be happy to explain how the Jirachi hunting works. Looks like I missed a goodly number of encounters here, or not encounters, but comments. Yes, your comments are encounters now. Yes, Proper Dummy, Bluey is a great show. We have seen its entirety about 6 times by this point. Loves Bluey. And we actually like Bluey quite a bit as well. They're shorter episodes. They keep their attention span. They teach good things. Don't really have any problems with it. The animation is pretty slow. It's nothing like Cocomelon. In my house, we hate Cocomelon with a passion. We do not allow our kid to watch Cocomelon at all. Too much flashing, too much scene changes. Not very good for the attention span. Not a great thing. Ghost is still there. I forgot what your username was. Okay, so Ghost. Right now, I have a Jirachi. I think I just screwed up the run, so we may be starting this over from scratch. IDK. Or I may have just gotten the shiny. Yeah, that was an encounter. Okay, so what I just did, Ghost, was I corrupted the save file intentionally. So now I have Pokedex of 1. The idea of this is you have to you have to play the game on a new save file until the point that you get here to Professor Birch's lab. He gives you the Pokedex. You turn around, drop a save. You are then able to collect a Jirachi. I'm dropping a second save because my main save needs to become my backup save. So I'm saving a second time. This creates a new main save and makes it so the first save I did is now the backup. Now I'm going to switch over to my other device here, my Wii that is acting as my GameCube. And I'm going to get the bonus disc Jirachi ready to send a Jirachi. Okay. And it is now ready to send that Jirachi. So I'm going to reset my game for Sapphire and Ruby. And it's going to kick in and load the bonus disc, and the bonus disc is going to send over a Jirachi. When the Pokeball reaches the other side of the screen, I can reset, which means the Jirachi is in my game. I don't need to wait for the animation to finish. So now when I load up my game, I will have 2 Pokemon save files. All right. So this one is my main save file. I now have a Jirachi, but my backup save file does not have a Jirachi. So we're exiting out. We are going to load up, corrupt the save file again. And now when it loads up, we'll have 1 Pokemon, no Jirachi. Rinse and repeat. Do that enough times, and eventually it will sparkle for us. That's the general gist of the hunt. Ooh, Blue's Clues, that's what's up. Smoker, I am definitely winning, but I also might be tying with the game as well. So now we're going to drop 2 saves. The hardest part about this hunt, in my opinion, is remembering how many saves I've done. Wookie Spooky says Cocomelon is literal brain rot. I concur. Jake and the Neverland Pirates, that was great. My kid is allowed to watch that one, and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, of course. No, I did not get my game ready. Well, we'll see you in a bit, Mimikyu fan, if you're coming back. If not, you have a great night. Yes, Ghost, there is. You have to do a bunch of the barbecue quests, is whatever the BBQs. And you can get points to use to have the chef guy build you candies that'll let you find these legendary Pokemon. Unfortunately, they cannot be shiny, so it's literal dumpster fire in my opinion. But to each their own. I personally think it's worthless if they can't be shiny hunted, but that's from a shiny hunter. Yeah. Unfortunately, they elected to take that out in this DLC. I don't know why. It makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense, does it? You're not done. Did I save twice? No, I'm on checking my Jirachi. That's what I'm doing. But the idea is each time I do that, this Jirachi does have a different nature. So it is generating a new Jirachi each time I load through this. I just needed to generate the nature of Jirachi in tandem with it being a shiny. That would be great. Please tell me, villager, that that is the epic rap battles of history, because that would make it so great. Oh. Sorry about that. Is my secret name James? I don't believe so, but why James of all things? Hey, stop yelling at us. Alright, we'll see if some cartoons will hold him over a little bit better. I doubt it. He's being pretty grumpy, so we may have to end the stream, because I don't want him just screaming in the background. I may or may not be undercover for Team Rocket. Well, I did dress up as James for Halloween, so there is that. There is a connection to be made. Okay, got a new Jirachi. Nope, not quite good night yet. There, Shark Lord. We're good to go. We're getting 1,000. That much is guaranteed. Just had to go and strap my kid into his high chair. He was dancing in it, which is a recipe for a cracked skull and an ER visit and a very angry Mrs. Coin. So, yeah, we had to go and save a noggin. It's like he's being really weird with eating right now. Like, since he got sick, he wants food, but like he doesn't want to eat what we're giving him, and we don't give him options. Like, what he gets is what he gets. And it's done so pretty well so far with not having the level of entitlement that a typical toddler does have with, I'm only eating macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets. Like, he's trying to get to that point where he's just like, I'm only going to eat what I want to eat. And we're not really having any of that. We're really good about, no, like, you're eating what you're given. We don't care. My pronouns are shiny Jirachi. Right now it's just Jirachi, I guess, because shiny's nothing to be seen or heard of. It's elusive. But I very well, back to the conversation earlier, I very well could be James from Team Rocket in the skies. When Baby Coin is finally old enough, will you let him watch He-Man? I'm not sure. Like, I don't have a reason to not let him watch He-Man, but I myself also have not watched He-Man, so, like, who knows? By the way, that was our 1,000th encounter. We have been going for 69 hours. Let's get a hours update here to 69 hours. Maybe, there we go. Look at us go, getting encounters, slaying the day. I am about 700 encounters behind that bald gamer, and I am trying to catch up in and surpass. So at this point, if Jirachi was to bless us with its shiny form, I'm okay with it. We've hit 1,000. We're good to go. We're locked in. We're loaded. We're ready to roll. Unfortunately, this is not a very high number of significance as far as encounters for Gen 3 is concerned. However, when you factor in the sheer amount of time that each one of these resets takes, that's a lot of time. That's why we're counting hours for this run and not just resets, because it takes an eternity. We'll catch you later, Shark Lord. I've watched that growing and still consider Skeletor as one of the best villains. I mean, Skeletor is pretty awesome. Ghost, the odds are 1 in every 7,282. Jirachi has its own unique shiny, and that's because it's based off of natures. There are exactly 9 possible shiny Jirachi in this entire bonus disc. And there's like 65,830 some odd Jirachi that you can get from this disc. So that is why the odds are the way they are. There's 1 shiny Jirachi per nature. Seven, 2, 8, oh, back. 282 times 9. Ah, I was so close. 65,538 possible Jirachi we can get from this bonus disc. Only 9 of those can be shiny, so it does equate to 1 out of every 7,282. Oh my gosh, Wookie Spooky. Avatar: The Last Airbender totally should count as anime. I don't care who you talk to or who you ask. It should count because it is that good. But yes, I've watched it. Is it an anime? No. Is it an animated series? Yes. Is it on par and or better than a lot of anime? Yes, it absolutely is. So, I fully support Avatar: The Last Airbender. Truly, truly phenomenal show. And I dare say it is what got me into anime to begin with. Not DBZ, not Yu-Gi-Oh!, not Pokemon. I mean, listen. If Pokemon counts as an anime, then Avatar: The Last Airbender definitely should count as an anime. But I think there's some sort of an art aesthetic to what qualifies as an anime, and Avatar: The Last Airbender just doesn't fit in some of the categorizations and classifications. I don't know exactly what those are, despite being a huge anime fan. Wookie, absolutely, you should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. There is no world where I would say do not watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Even if you just finished watching it in its entirety, I would still say watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Dragon Ball Z, Hamtaro, Gundam Wing. Yes. Oh my gosh, Ghost. I could do it on a Ruby cartridge as well, because I do have Ruby. Right now, I am running my Game Boy, or sorry, I guess I should flip this here for a second. To stream this, I am running my GameCube with the Game Boy player with Pokemon Sapphire down there. This link cable is running to my Wii with a GameCube adapter cable. My Wii is my GameCube is my Game Boy Advance, and this setup is about $500 to run one time. If I was to dual wield this, I would need another bonus disc, GameCube, which, I mean, I have the GameCube, that's not a problem. I have 2 GameCubes. That would be easy. But I would need another Wii, which would be about 80 bucks. And I would also need another adapter cable, which was 20 bucks, so we're at 100, and I would need another Jirachi bonus disc, which was about 200 when I bought it 2 years ago. So it would be about another $300 to dual hunt these. Hey, you'll ship me your broken Wii if you can find it? Bet. That would almost be worth buying another bonus disc just to dual hunt these. I don't know if I could physically dual hunt, though. Like, I would give it the good old college try, but I do not know if I could handle it. I have enough capture cards, that much isn't a concern. It would be strenuous and difficult to run, but I could do it. The issue is going to be keeping track of how many saves I've done where. I don't know if I would, do them both at the same time, or if while one's trading the Jirachi, I would do the other one really quickly. But I have hunted on 4 Nintendo Switches at the same time before, so it is within the realm of my possibilities. Like, it's in my wheelhouse. I could theoretically do it. It would just require a lot of focus. The first video game you ever played was Skylander SWAT Force for the Wii U. That's a good one. I always wanted to get into Skylanders, but the Skylanders are a little bit difficult to find these days. But SWAT Force was a pretty cool idea. You've seen the movie Made Before You Were Born? R. Patrick Swayze, yep. You have the DVD? I've heard a lot of good things about Ghost. I've seen it, but I can't remember it very well. Sonic the Hedgehog on GBA. That's what's up. First game I probably played was Pokemon Blue. But it very well could have been Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. Like, I know that sounds absurd. Because, like, I was 3 to 4 when I was playing Pokemon Blue. Like, I legitimately could not read. But if it wasn't Pokemon Blue, it was either Zelda 2 or it was the original Mario. Like, it had to have been one of those three. Just because that's the stuff that we had readily available at the house. The Game Boy was my brother's, so I swiped it and started playing his games. The NES was my dad's, and I was able to play those. Like, they frequently played Mario, and I'm sure they gave me the controller at one point to derp around. Duck Hunt, definitely did some Duck Hunt, so that should be thrown up on the list for contenders. Almost saved one more time than is necessary. So I'm not sure exactly what the first game I ever played was, but it's got to be one of those 4 or 5. Like, there's no way that it wasn't. Oh, Wii Cube wasn't ready. Also, we do have a good number of people scrolling through the YouTube Shorts feed, landing on our wonderful, wonderful stream here. Consider slapping that like button. We do have a like goal of 25 to hit. We'd love to see it hit soon. Let YouTube know that they should promote the stream, all that good stuff. If you love Jirachi, smash that subscribe button so you can see Jirachi for the next 3 months straight, because that's probably what we're going to be doing here on the channel. I do not anticipate finding this Jirachi any faster than that, unless I get really lucky on my paternity leave I'm going to be taking to help my wife with the baby and get some stream time in. So we are on the road to 20K with 143 subscribers left to get there. I know a lot of the subscribers that we're getting today are coming via the Genesect giveaway I have running, as well as the Zossi and Zamazenta giveaway I have running. So we're getting a lot of subscribers that way. But I like to think that you guys, you know, that are viewing through the YouTube Shorts are also the ones subscribing. And it does help out. Helps out more than you know. Also, lurking and viewing in general does help out a lot also. So I do appreciate you guys taking the time through your scrolling to hang out with us as we grind through the encounters. Oogie Spooky Mario Odyssey was your first Switch game and you basically beat it twice. There you go. Your friend reset your progress when you walked away for 2 minutes. No bueno. I need to play through Mario Odyssey again and 100% it, but at this point I just cannot bring myself to do it. I'm not the biggest Mario fan, especially the 2D side-scrollers, but Mario Odyssey was very enjoyable. I loved playing that game. Good game. You've been playing since the original NES. Definitely a good one. Tamagotchi. Nice. You had a great time in your childhood? Hey, that's all we can ask, because adulting kind of sucks sometimes. If not most of the time. But hey, I'm working hard on making it so that my adulting can be more childhood-like, such as streaming. The better I do at streaming, the closer it is to my dream of making playing video games a profession, which is lofty in its own right. Real goal, YouTube play button. I would like to make this a career at some point, but I just can't bring myself to go full-time with it. I know if I do, I will succeed. That's not my question. But I also have a kid on the way, and a wife who really enjoy having food to eat, as well as a warm place to reside. So, like, first and foremost, I definitely have to guarantee that those needs are taken care of. If it was just myself at this point in my life, I would be in a shed until I made it or broke it. Make it or break it. That, you know what I'm trying to say. Succeeded or failed. There we go. I would totally just rent a shed. Vinex says, full-time stream, live life on the edge, live life on the edge. I can read, I promise. I would love to do it, Vinex. I would need to save up probably about $20,000 in order to have my wife be also on board with this decision. I also have to worry about my wife's family's perception as well. They already have a hard time believing that I do make some money doing this, but honestly speaking, ad revenue, not enough to justify becoming a full-time streamer. Although if I did, there are things that I could do to bolster that and probably triple it. I feel like I already saved twice. Okay, I don't know how many times I saved exactly, so I'm going to recorrupt to guarantee. Oops. Hopefully I saved enough times. Yeah, Vinex, I really do wish that I could just jump in and stream full-time. I feel like I could make it, but I would need a good amount of seed funding to make sure that bills are paid while I make the necessary changes to be able to facilitate full-time streaming. Like, it's kind of one of those things that you have to have a little bit of funding to go and do. And my ad revenue presently, YouTube memberships and super chats, are not where they need to be to sustain any kind of a lifestyle while trying to do that. Try as my moderator Arsenon might. They are the channel's heaviest donator. Second to them would be Camsglaive, and third to them would probably be another friend of the server by the name of, I think they're going by Ghost at the present moment. And I guess fifth would be Silver. Like, I do know who my highest supporters are from any given month to month, but try as they might, cannot go full-time on it. What a boring, responsible answer. Yeah. But hey, that cute baby in the other room needs food, so like I said, if it was just me, I would jump all in and figure it out along the way. Mimikyu fan says Meta Knight got them deep in Kirby. Kirby's pretty great. Love Kirby. Wookie, it's not even that they're elderly. It's that they're just more judgmental of what I do and do not do. Based on principle, I could only imagine being even more irresponsible in their eyes right now. Yeah, babies do run the house. As you can hear in the background, his show stopped for like a total of 5 seconds, and it was just utter chaos. Come on. We want to reset. Kirby has an anime? Cole Costin, thanks for clicking that sub button. Becoming a member of the Brass Coin Collection. Thank you guys so much. We're growing. We're moving. Getting closer and closer to that ever looming 20K. I am about 4 months behind my dream goal for the year. Well, for last year, rather. Last year's goal was to hit 20K. It is now halfway through April. Have not hit it yet. But we have a goal for 30K this year. All the same. I think we might be able to get it done. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised that the Kirby anime has been finished for years. I'm more surprised that there was one to begin with. Tavon Bartley over there singing the Pokemon theme song. I too want to be the very best. But I think doing these streams the way that I've been doing is a step in the right direction as far as growth, maintaining growth, having like steady, solid root building growth. I think we're definitely making leaps and strides that way. Got to build a good, solid foundation. Get the channel's growth less about the Pokebot giveaways and more about the actual streaming, and I think we'll be making some beautiful, beautiful headway. Avatar: Last Airbender gets really good towards the end. It's good throughout the entire way. I still have yet to watch The Legend of Korra, so like I can't attest to how good or great that is or is not. Personally, I think that just from what I've heard about it, the direction they took does not, I don't agree with. I think it should have focused more on Aang building the air nomads back into existence. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, the live action movie was garbage. Okay, we have a 7 to 10 minute encounter on the horizon. I messed up my saves. But hey, we got like a good 30 encounters done so far, so we're doing good. And we are currently at 19 likes of 25. We're almost to that like goal. If y'all in the chat could smash the like button if you haven't already, it would greatly help me out. Get us to our like goal of 25 likes. And you are? Brass. Wookie Spooky still over there. Train cleaning simulator. Power wash simulator. Not gonna lie though, power washing things can be pretty therapeutic. Mimikyu fan liked watching it with the character speaking Japanese with English subs. I don't know why YouTube did not like your comment, but it definitely did not like your comment. It probably took offense to the Japanese abbreviation for some reason. Yeah, it was weird. Oh, well. One show that I can never watch dubbed, Naruto. I love watching Naruto. I cannot watch it in English. It just... His voice is too high and too whiny. The Japanese Naruto really, really depicted it how it should be. Like, English Naruto sounds whiny. Japanese Naruto sounds overly confident. And more upset than whiny. Of course Meta Knight's going to be good in both English and Japanese. Meta Knight's got to have that low, raspier voice. I mean, I don't know what Meta Knight sounds like, but I imagine it's got a lower, raspier voice that sounds like it's echoing through a metal can. Ooh, we got a female Torchic. It looks like it's a little bit lower on the attack side. I think this Poochyena is going to take 3 hits. Yep. Zoro. You started watching Naruto dubbed onto Nami. but when you found the sub, you were never able to go back. Octavio with the winning comment there. So true. Who is my Smash main? You main King DDD. I am a Link main, but I've been told I should switch to a Samus main because I'm better with Samus. But Zelda being my favorite video game franchise ever, Link is my favorite. Like, I always gotta go with Link. Zoro voice? I don't know exactly what Zoro voice is. But yeah, I'm pretty good with Samus. I was able to edge guard really well with Samus. I have watched exactly one episode of One Piece. I can't say that I was impressed, but I can't say that I didn't like it either. So, one episode definitely wasn't enough to formulate a decision. Just the premise of it has never interested me enough to really look into it. Like, real talk, Naruto and Bleach definitely had more things up my alley. Given that one of my favorite animes of all time is Sword Art Online, that should say enough about my preference. Like, pirates, not my thing. Ninjas and samurais, definitely my thing. Is that YouTubers? Welcome. Hello. Oh yeah, it has nothing better to do, or it has nothing to do with the animation style. It's more of just pirates and buccaneers and versus swordsmen, samurai, and ninjas. Like, definitely my attention is grabbed. Hunter is pretty good. I've also enjoyed Yu Yu Hakusho, Kill la Kill, Strike the Blood was one that I watched. That one was weird. I don't exactly recommend that one. Tokyo Ghoul was good. I loved My Hero Academia. That one was captivating. Babycoin is knocking on his tray in indignation that I would leave him and allow him to watch cartoons and eat bananas. Is that? I highly doubt that is the case. In fact, I avidly believe that is not the case. Ooh, if he crits me, I am toast. Luckily, I don't have to worry about it. He's at. Thanks for that sub click. Means a lot. Glad to have you aboard. Getting that 19,860. 140 subscribers away from the big 20K. Getting closer every stream. Being perfectly honest, I'm like, if I was to do a run through of this, I may consider ditching my starter anyways and running through with a shiny Jirachi just for the lulz. Because its typing is Steel Psychic. Like, that type is going to go hard in this game. That one save where I didn't check to see if it was shiny or not, yeah, it still haunts me. I was just thinking about that one yesterday. It's like, what if that was the one? I'll be the best one day. Thanks, Ezat. Thanks. We're trying. We're on the road to 20K. Next is 50. Actually, I'm probably going to keep it rolling with increments of 10K, but still. I feel like once I hit 20K, 50's just around the corner, and then it's a sprint to 100K in that YouTube play button. Spooky Fraser, oh my gosh! Welcome! It's been so long! How are you? It's been several hot minutes. Twilight is an example of why you don't go crazy over vampires or werewolves. Yes. I assume that that was brought up by the Strike the Blood comment, because that one is entirely about vampires. But what is it? Vampires Rosario was a slap in anime. I feel like that's the name of it. It was a good show. Classes going pretty good. I am on the last week of the class that I actually have homework, and then the next 2 weeks will be final prep, which when I finish the homework for this week, I can make some minor changes and edits and call it my final, and everything will be great, and I'll be done with the class. Back on track and back on the brass hype train. Glad to have you back. Glad to hear that you're back on track there, Spooky. No fun when life has the struggles out for you. And thanks for the congrats. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm excited for it to be over. I've learned that programming probably isn't going to be my strength. This Java class is very interesting, but it could just be the way that it's presented. It could be that we're building programs, but it's focusing more on databases, and I'm just not into that. I want to actually build a program that does something. Baby is happily yelling at his cartoons. We are 9 short weeks away from baby number 2 gracing us with his presence. In fact, we are 21. 52 days away from baby, roughly. Do I still stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? I used to do that. Since I went to streaming on YouTube Shorts specifically, I stopped doing that. But it's not to say that I don't want to do it anymore, because it is definitely in the wheelhouse to do. I've really just been testing to see how well it does with just YouTube exclusively. But if I was to stream on Twitch, I wouldn't be really detracting away from YouTube. I just wasn't getting any views on Twitch, really. So there really wasn't a point other than it diverts my attention to focusing on yet another chat that isn't even active most of the time. Well, thanks, Spooky. Yeah, narrowing down on number 2. It's getting closer and closer every day. Did I save twice? I have no idea. Let's find out. The second baby starts doing everything the first baby just stopped. Just a heads up. Oh my gosh. Call me 7. That's not great news. That's not great. Ah, that's going to be a pain. But I think he'll do alright. As long as he learns well from the first one, I think baby number 2 will get doing pretty good. Yeah, we're killing it on the sub train today. Dehano Core just subscribed. Thank you so much for clicking that sub button. We've almost gotten 20 subs during today's stream, I feel like. I think I started at about 45. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will be live later tonight as well. This is just a bonus stream, really. This is a streamy stream to pass time until the wife gets off. Baby Coin, he was happily napping for the first hour of it, so we decided, hey, we can get a good stream going. He'll nap for an hour, he'll eat dinner and watch cartoons for an hour, and then we can have some playtime before bed. L, welcome. First and foremost, love the profile picture, love the anime reference. Death Note is a phenomenal anime. A terrible movie, but a phenomenal anime. How do we hunt it? That is a fantastic question. Okay, so we're going to corrupt the save data, like so. This is going to force me to revert back to a point where I don't have a Jirachi on my save file. Ha. I get you there, L. I get you. I have an idea of what you're talking about. Alright, so save file is corrupt. We're loading a save file before I have Jirachi. Let's get into it. We're going to save twice. This is going to create a new main save, advancing the seed generator for Jirachi. We're going to save again. This is going to create a new main save file and make the save file we just did our backup save file with an updated Jirachi generation seed. Over here on my GameCube is what I'm playing. I have my GameCube with the Game Boy Advanced Game Boy Player adapter on it. Pokemon Sapphire in my GameCube playing. Over here on my Wii, I have the Jirachi bonus disc running for us. So the Wii is giving, the Wii is my GameCube, the GameCube is my Game Boy Advanced. It's hooked with a link cable. Here we have my wonderful GameCube here. Guttural baby yells. We're now going to reset this. And now we have a brand new Jirachi. Going to reset because we don't need to wait for the whole animation to run through. And boom, there's a second Jirachi. We can go ahead and check the stats here. and it is not shiny. It will only be shiny in this picture. You will never see it anywhere else be shiny except for in battle. So we increment up, rinse, and repeat. How would you normally hunt it? Normally, you would have the Jirachi bonus disc in your GameCube. You would have the Game Boy Advanced to GameCube connection cable to your Game Boy Advance with Pokemon Sapphire in it. You have to play the game to the point where Professor Birch gives you the Pokedex, like so. And then you save and you can get the Jirachi there. But you can only get one Jirachi per save file, so normally each one of these encounters would take you 7 to 10 minutes. But because we are corrupting our save file, like so, we can cut it down to about a minute 30 to 2-minute encounters. Very long, tedious hunt. 1 out of 10 would not recommend doing this hunt, but I've enjoyed it thoroughly. So, I mean, to each their own. It's a big time commitment. We're at 69 hours and just barely at 1,000 encounters. We're getting better though. Spooky. Haven't seen the live action, but I think I know what you're referencing. Yeah, it's pretty infamous. Yeah, you need a Jirachi bonus disc. Any disc will work. It's not one per disc. In fact, each disc will randomly generate one each time you load it up. And there's 65,538 possible Jirachis that you can get from this disc. It'll generate one at random depending on your seed generator, which is dependent on your save file. So it equates to about nine possible shinies that for Jirachi. There are only 9 possible shiny Jirachis that you can get. Does Baby Koei know how to talk yet? Because he sure knows the word yeah. So he does know how to talk. He knows a few words. He knows a little bit of sign language too to help out with some of the words that he can't say. Like, we'll have him say like more food and milk or drink, just to help out. He can say nap. He can say light. He can say night. He can say bye. He can say hi. Mama, Dada, Papa, Pat. He can say cat. He can say done. He can say shoes. Like, he doesn't know how to form sentences by any means, but he can repeat words that we say. He's pretty smart. Yeah, it's based off the save file, not the disc there, L. So, right now I have a corrupt... Oh, I have a corrupt save file. Eesh, that's not good. Okay, that means I done messed up my hunt. So we have another 7-minute encounter on the horizon, which leads me to a great talking point. Guys, the subs are flowing in. Thank you so much. We went up like 4 subs in the last 2 minutes. Thank you, guys. If you haven't subbed already and you're lurking in the chat, you're lurking in the stream, thanks for being here. Slap that subscribe button, especially if you love shiny Jirachi and Jirachi in general, because you're going to see a lot of it here. We've been hunting this one for about a year and a half, I want to say. Well, almost 2 years, really. I started in July of 2022. Then, of course, I had my baby. Scarlet and Violet came out, so we had a lot of time distracted for that. And then just barely 2 months ago, I really got back into shiny hunting Jirachi and have made a tremendous amount of headway in the last few weeks. I do not like Chihuahuas, Wookie Spooky. Chihuahuas are not favorite. I like medium-sized dogs like Huskies. Huskies and German Shepherds. Go Jing Lao, thanks for subbing. I probably slaughtered the pronunciation of your name. I apologize. But welcome to the stream. I would imagine it was actually pronounced Gao. E, welcome back. Mimikyu fan had a bad experience with a Shih Tzu due to their grandma. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't like any small dogs, really. Like, if it's smaller than a football, it has a very bad attitude, like 90% of the time, and has small dog syndrome, and I just can't with it. Prince Z's, I hope I get the shiny too. Thanks for the best wishes on that one. Likes and sub clicks are definitely shiny enhancers. They are at least worth 100 points of shiny luck, so let's keep those rolling in. I think by this point we about gotta be smashing the like goal here. Your small dogs are nice. Glad to hear it, E. Far too many dogs think that they're big. I just hate how loud they bark, and for no good reason. They're like the most territorial things that can do nothing to dispute the territory I've ever seen. They're very overly aggressive a lot of the times. And a lot of that comes down to training, but also it comes down to the smaller the dog, the smaller its brain. But, ooh, almost to the 19870. That's pretty epic. Yeah, I might have to go back and do some recounting. Hey, we don't need to yell like that. I might need to do some recounting, but I'm pretty sure this stream may have broken the previous subscriber goal on the channel here. 20, I feel like it might have been 25 subscribers was the record. I have it written down somewhere. Question is, where is it written down at? And just ignore that message because autocorrect made it make no sense. Fair enough. Coppercoin is having an episode. Yeah, it stems from his episode of his show ending, and it takes like 6 eternities for the next one to pop up. Like, it seriously takes about a minute and a half in between episodes for Disney Plus, I feel like. And in baby time, that's like 3 hours at least. And if you haven't had the experience of having a child wait 1 minute while you make them a new bottle, like, you will soon find out at some point in your life when that happens that a minute is at least an hour in baby time. Spooky Spooky now has big dogs. That's what's up. Yeah, I prefer medium-sized Doges. Love Huskies and love German Shepherds. Both of those are fantastic dog breeds and my two personal preferences. I have a little bit of bias because I grew up with a wonderful Husky German Shepherd breed. It was half and half, and it was just such a great dog. Oh, he definitely doesn't have that kind of capacity, Wookie Spooky. If I gave him crayons and or paper, he would eat them both. Yeah, he's only like 17 months at this point. Spooky Frazier, haven't missed a whole lot. But we are going to be wrapping up the stream. This will be the last encounter for the stream as soon as I get to it. Baby Coin needs some of my time and attention this evening before bedtime. It's 8:04. He's got about an hour and a half before he gets to go to bed. And then I'll be streaming back here at the latest 11:59, but I may stream a little bit sooner. Who knows? But plan on 11:59 my time, which is in 3 hours and 55 minutes. I'll be back here streaming again for my regularly scheduled stream. But if you want to be alerted when we go live once again, slap that subscribe button and click the bell notification as always, so you can be notified when we go live again. Find the channel if you found this by accident, scrolling through the YouTube Shorts feed. Be greatly appreciated. And we are almost to our last encounter here. Why didn't I choose Kipmud / Mudkip? Well, the answer to that is because Torchic is a faster pick. But I do always pick Mudkip when I'm doing an actual playthrough. It's just less buttons to press, and my object is to make this as least time consuming as possible. And with how many times I've had to select a starter, it's definitely cut down on some time. I also feel like for starting out right off the bat, Torchic is a little bit easier to go with, guaranteeing a higher attack most of the time. That's just how I feel. From my test studies, I feel like just initially, Torchic hits harder than Mudkip and will win the fight first time more consistently than Mudkip will win against Trico first time. So a lot of it's odd based and time consuming based. Oh my gosh, guys, that is amazing. That reset took 6 minutes. Normally it takes me like 7. 6 is the fastest I've ever gotten this reset. Well, Spooky, I'm glad I can be a source of positivity. We need positivity in our lives, and we need more of it because the world's so negative all the time. Like, the more positivity we can get, the better. I'm glad I can be a source of that for you. But yes, definitely we'll be live in a few short hours. At this point, probably 3 hours, 50 minutes. This one is not a shiny, so this stream, not a shiny stream, but still a good stream all the same. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Chatting it up, making my stream life a lot easier. Having people to talk to, because doing this without you guys is really ridiculously impossible. But I'll catch you guys in just a few hours when I go live with my scheduled stream. Same place, same content. We'll catch you guys then.